Yo, what's going on YouTube? I am Germ here, and in today's video, we're going to talk about a player that we absolutely need to talk about, and that is Jojo Pune, the new mid laner for Evil Geniuses. You know, I'm sure you guys remember because it wasn't that long ago. Back to the offseason when Evil Geniuses decided to promote Jojo Pune to the starting lineup. It was crazy, and there was a ton of pressure and expectations being put on this kid right off the bat because, again, he is a brand new rookie in the LCS, and EG is not a roster that was in a total rebuild or anything like that. They have some very, very talented players and some really, really strong veterans. Impact, Vulcan, Inspired. A lot of guys who want to win now and expect to win right now, not in a couple years when maybe Jojo Pune is ready to go. So this was a big move by Evil Geniuses to trust this guy in the mid lane, a very, very important position in competitive League of Legends, obviously, especially with other options out there like Niski, like Jensen, like Jizuke, who just left the team. So this guy had a ton of pressure, a ton of expectations, all this stuff, and so far, just a couple weeks into the LCS lock-in season, it's still early, this guy has delivered. Evil Geniuses has been playing great, he has been playing great, and now he's backing up his gameplay with some trash talk as well, which is something that we absolutely love to see and the LCS needs very, very desperately. So we're going to be going over all that in this video today. Definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Consider checking out the first link in the description below for the merch. With that being said, let's get right into this. So we have this, where we're going to start. We have a couple different things to talk about, but we're going to start with this new interview that Travis just posted. You guys can see here, I already dropped a like on it. You guys should always support the content that you're watching, the content that you enjoy. It takes 1 second to click that like button. Travis dropped this interview. E.g. Jojo Pune explains why he was unimpressed facing Bjergsen. Now we know, obviously, Evil Geniuses played against Team Liquid in a best of one, single round robin in the group stage, and obviously EG took them down. Now, yes, it was only 4 of the starting members for TL. Yes, they're still having some green card issues, all this stuff, but still, this was a young, new rookie in the mid lane taking down Bjergsen, the LCS GOAT, and his new shiny TL super team, which is definitely a big story. It's not something you see every day. You don't see young North American players walking in and winning big games or actually producing or showing up in hyped up matches. Sometimes it's imports, sometimes it's, North American veterans. It's not usually North American young players. We're not known for our young, exciting talent. But let's see what Jojo has to say about this whole thing. Let's see what he has to say. Being unimpressed facing Bjergsen, that's a big statement for such a young, inexperienced guy, especially talking to Bjergsen,
What did you say? You tweeted something after the Team Liquid game. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, I think it was like, this is the GOAT, this is your GOAT. I don't remember. Something
It was
like
about
that.
Bjerg. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I was surprised, because like when I first versed him, I thought, he would just do more stuff, but he just didn't do much. So I was like, I don't know, like, is this supposed to be the best player or something? Like, I was confused.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a legitimate tweet that you made. It wasn't just you trying to trash talk or like hype up for entertainment value.
I mean, I guess it was like both, because like I actually felt it in game that he wasn't doing anything, and it's just like entertaining, So yeah. I think it was like a bit of both.
How do you think you rank?
So that is super, super funny. Travis goes on to ask him, where he thinks he ranks himself in terms of LCS mid laners right now. He says, I think I might be the best. Maybe I'm the second best. He says he hasn't scrimmed every single team yet, so it's hard for himself to actually put himself somewhere accurately, but he says maybe Abadage is better than him on some champs, but he thinks he's in the contention for the best LCS in the best mid lane in the LCS right now, which is very, very interesting. And again, the trash talk is there, the personality's there. He's very well spoken. He's pretty entertaining. He's pretty funny, and he talks some trash too. Like he says there, he's like, yeah, it was for some entertainment value, but also I believe it, and that's the best trash talk. When you're saying something that is going to be spicy and people are going to love and people are going to eat up, but then you can back it up and say, yeah, it's true also. And it's just super, super funny because, he says in game he had higher expectations for Bjergsen. He thought, he was going to do something crazy and put all this pressure on him and make all these plays, but he didn't really do anything. Overall it was pretty easy. And yeah, I beat him. We won the game. And, it's super, super funny. He just has the attitude and the personality of a Fortnite kid. He just totally does not care. And I love that. And I love that he's focusing on the entertainment side and backing it up with great play, because that's what the LCS needs. Again, this is entertainment at the end of the day. Yes, you can go in, show it up, playing great. Winning is going to be the most important thing at the end of the day. But if you can win in an exciting fashion and in a fashion that makes people want to tune in and want to watch you, that's what the LCS needs. That's what Evil Geniuses needs. And that's what he needs for himself as well. Now, again, we are just 2 weeks into his career. There is still a long way to go, but this is super, super funny. And he's also, talking about maybe the passivity a little bit of Bjergsen, how the fact that he doesn't really do anything. He didn't really do anything. And that's also funny because that's going to play into a lot of Bjergsen haters, jumping on JoJo's bandwagon, because that's a lot of the criticism that Bjergsen has got historically. Like, hey, he doesn't do a whole lot. He's too passive. Yeah, he's super consistent. Yeah, he's, not usually ever going to int the game away or anything, not too often at least, but does he really do anything? Obviously, I don't agree with that, but that is what a lot of Bjergsen, critics say. So that's super, super funny. I'm assuming JoJo got a lot of fans from that. Now, I would argue a little bit that, hey, you were playing a Victor versus Corki matchup, and, there's not a whole lot that's going to happen in a lane like that. Let's see when we get some melee mids in there. Let's see when we get some more interesting picks in there in a different meta or something like that. But hey, JoJo won his game. He took his chance to talk trash, and, he did that. And here were some of the tweets. He tweeted before the game. He said, why is everybody making a big deal out of TL's new mid laner? Who is this guy? Starting the trash talk right off the bat. Another thing that I love about JoJo's Twitter account is that, he says he's a 17-year-old mid laner for Evil Geniuses. Absolutely insane. Again, for a 17-year-old to roll up into the LCS and take down Team Liquid and Bjergsen and trash talk them while doing it, that's great. I mean, it really is like Double Lift-esque. This gives me that same kind of vibes, and it's awesome. But he's rolling up with a Arkansas college basketball profile picture and talking trash to Bjergsen. Like, it's hilarious. Like, it's funny because he understands the entertainment side and everything, but he's not, like, working on his socials at all or doing anything good. Like, get a profile picture at least. Like, what is going on? Bjergsen's getting trash talked by a basketball profile picture, and he's winning the games too. So he says, who is this new TL mid laner? Who's, I don't even know who this guy is, whatever. Peter Dunn comes out and says a non-Fortnite player, which is absolutely hilarious. Super, super funny. Then after the game, yes, Jojo Pune took back to Twitter, quoted that and said, this is your GOAT. Fudge chimes in. He says, sick of rookies talking shit. It's so cringe. Super, super funny. These guys will get to match up against each other eventually. That's going to be funny. Tim chiming in, talking about his GOAT, all this stuff. Jojo does have some other tweets as well. He's been active. He's tweeting ha 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 after some games. He also says, can't wait to verse an autofill mid laner in semis. That is going to be so funny. Obviously talking about Fudge, because as you guys can see on the screen, their next matchup is going to be what I believe to be a best of 5 against Cloud9 in the semifinals of the lock-in tournament. And he's already getting that trash talk going. And yeah, him and Fudge going back and forth is going to be so fun. That's going to be so exciting. And really, so far, again, we're just 2 weeks in. Who knows how this is going to play out the rest of spring split, rest of summer? Is he going to keep trash talking? Is he going to keep performing? But this guy has so much potential in so many different ways to be a generational talent in the LCS, but also to be a superstar. Now, the one thing is he's on Evil Geniuses. They're one of the top 5 orgs in the LCS, but they're not TSM, they're not Cloud9, they're not one of these orgs that can really take your star power to the next level. At least not yet. Maybe if Evil Geniuses has some crazy kind of year, goes to MSI, does something, goes to Worlds, does something, they can start to build up the Evil Geniuses brand, and maybe then JoJo will become more of like a absolute star. That's getting ahead of ourselves a lot, but again, to even get there, you have to start somewhere. And I think JoJo is, doing a lot of great things. He's played a lot of great games so far. In this EG versus TL game, he went 4-4-7 on Corki. I thought he had a lot of great packages and fights and stuff. I think he really made it hard on this 2-carry comp of Team Liquid with Victor and Aphelios. He really made their life a living hell, always putting the Corki package right on their head, always following up the recon engages from Vulcan really, really well. They had this game against CLG, 4-2-10 on the Victor. Obviously a very, very solid game there. That game was just overall kind of a stomp. They have this game against Immortals, which is 3-3-8, not the best game in the world, not the best scoreline or anything, but again, he's still a young player. He's 17 years old. He's going to have some on and off games. Not that that was even necessarily an off game. He pulls out the Tryndamere mid 4-2-4. This is hilarious as well. And then against Golden Guardians Academy, he does what he's supposed to do, makes them look like an academy team. 5-1-10 on the Twisted Fate, and then 6-0-7 on the Lucian. So he showed all different kinds of champions. He showed all different kinds of styles. He's backing it up. He says there's no pressure on him. He doesn't care. It's him playing a video game. He thinks he's one of the best mid laners in the LCS. He looks up to Chovy. He's trying to be the North American Chovy. He's got the attitude. He's got the gameplay. He's got the trash talk. He's really the whole package. Now, as long as the gameplay continues, the rest of the stuff's going to follow. And this guy has absolute star potential in the LCS. It just sucked that this time, Bjergsen was the one to catch the bullet. But hey, that's how trash talk goes. And maybe Fudge is up next. Again, Fudge has been talking a lot of trash. He's been getting people hyped up and excited. He's going to run into Jojo. And we're going to see what happens. But I am very, very excited. I didn't know how this was all going to work out. I didn't know how good he was going to be. I didn't know if he was overhyped, overrated, whatever. But Peter Dunn and Evil Geniuses and Jojo Pune, all these guys over there, I think they have something very, very special on their hands. And I think they know that. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Tell me, drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about Jojo Pune so far in the LCS, him calling out Bjergsen. I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, save today, and all my latest content. Hope to catch you guys in the next one. But until then.